Have you heard of the blue zones? Because if you haven't, you may want to stop and figure this out because you're behind the times on what's important for health. The blue zones are a massive series of studies where we look at communities around the world who have the longest living people without chronic disease. So we're looking at people who are living well into their hundreds and have the lowest amount of heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes. We've studied these societies and we've been able to pull a lot of similarities, a lot of correlations from them. And what we find is that in these societies, there are core components to nutrition and movement and sleep that we can find that relate them all together. And what's really, really interesting is that when we looked at all of the variables that we were able to study in these communities, and we looked at the number one thing that created a long, healthy life without chronic disease, guess what it was? It wasn't a perfect diet. It wasn't 10,000 plus steps a day. It was having a strong sense of community. That just blew my mind. When I learned about these studies, I was in the middle of my medical training, learning all about these great things that we could do to take care of ourselves and to keep our bodies physically healthy. And to have something like community and the sense of fulfillment that we feel be the number one predictor for a long, healthy life with less chronic disease, that is wild. I think we undervalue relationships. We undervalue the communities that we live in as far as how they can help us thrive and help life more meaningful and keep us healthy. And so just know that if you are a 10-step morning routine person and you like to have a great nutrition plan and perfect workouts and you're really into those things, don't neglect community, because when we look at the blue zone studies, that's actually a bigger predictor for a long, healthy, happy life.